If you are a business owner, or if you know someone who is a business owner and have thought about taking alternative financing or revenue based funding or an MCA, which is known as a merchant cash advance, just stop considering it as an option or stop taking them altogether. There are more brokers than there are lenders, so you should have a direct relationship with a lender if you are considering an MCA for your business. An MCA is a revenue based product, meaning they can take up to potentially 150% of your revenue for the business. Working for lenders in the past, the business model is a diluted version of syndicated lending because the businesses are smaller, it's high risk, and the businesses are poorly established most of the time. After working in the MCA industry, it is predatory lending. There is no doubt in my mind. My first question to you, though, is why do you need an MCA? What is your reason? Most businesses I talk to don't actually assess their expenses. They don't look at revamping operations, products and services, mitigating or eliminating waste completely, or negotiating vendor agreements. Businesses have to be reasonable before taking an MCA because taking an MCA is the most unreasonable thing any business can do. Talk to your CPA, or if you have an established business or are in the growth phases, speak with me. I can look at your businesses free of charge so you can make the best decision possible. So, where do you get money for your business? Go to your bank. Every bank has different guidelines depending on your business. Only go to federally insured banks if you need business funding. Don't go anywhere that offers MCAs or alternative financing options. In my opinion, Capital One and US Bank are the best banks to get business credit from. Their credit guidelines are lenient compared to competitors. If you need business funding that much, and you are even thinking about an MCA, go to US Bank or Capital One before doing so. I don't work for either of these companies, but my knowledge about these companies is comprehensive. What are your other options if you're a business owner? Personal credit. You can advance your own credit card. That's essentially the same thing as an MCA. High interest, but at least you have monthly payments. If you have a home or commercial property, take the equity out of it. If you have any assets that you own with equity or liquidity, take that before ever taking a high interest loan. Who are the lenders in the MCA industry? Before I tell you, you need to consider these lenders carefully because they also act as agents for other lenders, which will incur extra costs. You also need to negotiate. This is the only way people can negotiate terms with lenders is by going to them directly. These are the only ones every business owner should know, and these are the only ones I recommend because all of the other lenders have exorbitant amounts of interest charges with weekly and daily payments that are debilitating for businesses. In no specific order, I would say PayPal, Stripe, Square, Shopify, Idea Financial, Channel Partners, Peak Solutions, Mulligan, Funding Circle, Biz2Credit, Alliance Funding Group, aka AFG. The lowest you will get from any of these is about 22% APR if you are well qualified. So if we're looking at the factor rate for any of these lenders, the lowest factor rate you will get is a 1.10. If we think about it in simple terms, on 100,000, you will pay back 110,000, and that's still very high interest. If you bank with Square, you will most likely not receive business funding because Square is not a bank, it's a payment processor. So why am I saying any of this? Because after working in the MCA industry a long time ago, working with lenders and brokers, they don't offer any real support other than taking commission proportionate to the funding amount you take. These interest rates keep these companies afloat. They pay for everybody's salaries, expenses, operations. Don't get me wrong, people make a living out of this business, but it doesn't benefit anybody. Only the people who say they make $1 million a month when they in fact don't. In my experience, the worst things brokers say is, I can get you into a cheaper product in 6 to 8 weeks. And I can get you into an SBA program once you take this. And the business credit isn't developed. These are all lies. They want you to take the money so they can get their payday, and your business cripples under all the interest. So when should you take an MCA? If your business will fail in the next few months and you need business credit, this is the only opportunity to save your business. I would take the money. Otherwise, look at your real alternatives. In no manner or form are these MCA lenders supporting businesses. Real support comes from looking at the comprehensive financials of a business to assess from the beginning to where the business is now, how much you have made in profit, what are the year-to-year margins, and what type of business you are in. Is it worth reinvesting into the business? You as a business owner cannot make that assessment without bias, because not only are you a manager and technician of the business, but you are also a dreamer, because you went into that business for a reason. If you do need professional help and guidance with real business strategies and zero cost, please reach out to me so I can make a short-term and long-term plan to help out your business today. I hope you enjoyed this free information. See you on the next video.